Richard Southern joins us to chat about some of the day's more interesting stories. And let's start with an unusual question, Richard. Do candies really have personalities?
The Mars Candy Company that makes M&M candy thinks they do, Erica. You know, they have the animated M&Ms to promote the candy. You've seen these guys before. They're in the commercials. There they are right there. The M&M says they're giving them a makeover. They're going to make them, quote, more dynamic for a progressive world, focusing more on their personalities and less on their gender. So let me show you what I mean. The green and brown M&Ms, both kind of depicted as female, are going to have, the company says, a more friendly relationship. They're getting together, okay? A force supporting women is what the company says is behind that particular revamp. The orange M&M character, who has been previously depicted as anxious, will, quote, embrace his true self, worries and all. But the orange M&M as well will have his laces done up. They used to be undone, so that's his change. The red M&M, who has been shown as a bully before, will be more kind to his co-characters. Now, there were some proposed M&M characters that the company flat out rejected. I want to show you two of them. M&M said they couldn't do anything to make those more friendly. They couldn't do anything with those, Erica.
Couldn't do anything to make them more likable either. So there.
Richie and Erica, we melt in your mouth, not in your hands. That's our new slogan.
Moving along, Toronto looks very pretty right now under a fresh blanket of snow, but our skyline is a favorite any time of year, Richard, for sure.
So there's a new study in that shows the Toronto skyline is one of the most photographed in the world. A picture company looked at this. They're by the name of Pixie, and they looked at all the Instagram posts, millions of pictures to figure this out. Toronto, the 6th most photographed skyline in the world. New York City was number 1, Chicago 2, London 3, followed by Boston and Jakarta. Toronto, the 6th most photographed, and that's not surprising. We have a beautiful skyline, don't we, Erica?
We absolutely do. And even if you've lived in Toronto all your life, for some reason, anytime you pass by the CN Tower, you have to take a photo or a video of it. So
100% takes your breath away to this day.
Yeah. Let's wrap this chat up on a rather ominous note. Don't worry about it. The Doomsday Clock, just keeps on ticking, Richard. This is not good for my anxiety.
Yeah, sorry to end on such a bummer here, Erica, but this Doomsday Clock, a metaphorical representation of how close humanity is to destruction, was first unveiled back in 1947. They update it every year. Today was the day. We remain 100 seconds to midnight. Midnight, of course, being total destruction. The reason we're so close to that, scientists say, is primarily climate change, followed by nuclear proliferation, the pandemic, cybersecurity, and the impacts of mis- and disinformation on social media. The furthest the hands have ever been from midnight was only 17 minutes in 1991. We're currently at the closest we've ever been. Oh boy, Eric, you better hurry up and eat dinner before we hit midnight here.
I think so. Okay, Richard, thanks so much for that. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks. See ya.